Hoops Junction. End of the season, and we gotta hand out some end of the season awards. Who gets what? Who gets who? Who gets the MVP? Who gets six man of the year? Who gets coach of the year? Let's go. Number one, we're gonna talk about rookie of the year. It really was only a race between Carl Anthony Towns and himself. Kristaps Porzingis took himself out of the race, especially with that bad Knicks team. Carl Anthony Towns was averaging like 19 points, almost like 10 rebounds. Kid's a beast. He's gonna be something special as he comes out and he develops. So Carl Anthony Towns is my rookie of the year. Next we have defensive player of the year. This was a tough one for me between Kawhi Leonard and Draymond Green. I felt like Kawhi Leonard definitely deserved it last year, even though DeAndre Jordan had a real good season, and Draymond Green had a really good defensive season last year. But this year, for me, Draymond Green elevated himself, especially guarding people, being an undersized player, boxing people out. He averages like 9 rebounds a game. 8 of those rebounds are defensive rebounds. So he's undersized and he's rebounding really well. He averages a block a game, about a steal a game. I mean, he's doing his thing, especially on the defensive end. So Draymond Green is my defensive player of the year. I have to give it to him. His defense is really great. His positional defense is awesome. His rebounding is good. He's boxing out and playing people that are much bigger than him. He's doing it very well. So Draymond Green, my defensive player of the year. Sixth man of the year. I haven't really been seeing a lot of people really emerging, and I hate to give it to a repeat person, but I have to say Jamal Crawford. I feel that Jamal Crawford has definitely kept the Clippers in a lot of games. Everything that he's been doing has been really excellent. He doesn't age, and he just helps the Clippers continue to win games. He does what he has to do. He comes off that bench. He's hitting game winners. He's making plays for his teammates, especially in the absence of Blake Griffin. I gotta go with Jamal Crawford. I know he's won it before, but hey, if that's what he's done, if he's Jamal Microwave Crawford. He's like Vinny Microwave Johnson, man. He does what he has to do for his team to help him win. That's why they're in the top 4 seed. All right, going further from there, most improved. Definitely got to give it to C.J. McCollum. Even though we could all see his improvement for last year, he took it to another notch with him and Lillard. Awesome. Awesome job. Awesome job. I mean, the kid has improved his three-point shooting. He's improved his way to take it to the basket. You know, he used to be a little timid taking it to the basket. Now he's just all around magnifique. Coach of the year. This is tough for me. Personally, I think it should go to Luke Walton because I feel like all his early work is what set up the Warriors to get the record. Even though Steve Kerr kind of finished it off, I would definitely just want to say just give it to Luke Walton because he definitely deserves it. But honestly, a lot of coaches get Coach of the Year. Terry Stotts, the Portland Trailblazers in the playoffs. The guy Lure, I think it's Lure. I can't remember his name in the Grizzlies. He has them in the playoffs. Brad Stevens has the Celtics in the playoffs and a really high seed. Greg Popovich, his team won 60-something odd games. A lot of coaches could get the award for Coach of the Year. Really, it's really amazing. I would say give it. I guess split the award between multiple coaches, but if there only has to be one, I would say give it to Luke Walton, not Steve Kerr, because Luke really set them up for what was up ahead. All right, so we did the Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, Sixth Man, Coach of the Year. Now we get to the MVP. Now, this could be a tough decision for many, but for me, it was easy. My MVP, and I apologize to Russell Westbrook, he came on strong with all the triple doubles, has to be Stephen Curry. He not only could he could be the first MVP that could actually get the most improved player. He improved from what he did last year. Not only was he averaging 30 points, Curry's averaging 7 rebounds. 7 assists, and put 5 rebounds on top of that. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. Leading the league in scoring, averaging 7 assists and 5 rebounds. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. I know James Harden came back trying to be what he used to be. Russell Westbrook had like 18, 19 triple doubles. Listen, Steph Curry has a season that's like Jordan-esque. It might even, honestly, it could compare it to some of Jordan's greatest seasons. So, Stephen Curry, back-to-back MVPs, and the way that they're playing, it looks like they're going to be back-to-back champions. But those are my end of the season awards. Let me know what you think, if you agree, if you disagree. Going forward, I'm going to be breaking down the matchups between 1 and 8 in the Western Conference and Eastern Conference. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.